Hello guys, it's TammyTate2009 and I'm back again with another model train video. So, in the last two videos, we took a look at my Hornby Lady and my Bachman Liz. Both are pretty beautiful models. And it's kind of funny because they're both females. But, this time, we're going to be doing Thomas the Tank Engine. So, I'm very excited to do Thomas. Thomas is the main character, but this ain't just any Thomas. It's going to be my film-accurate Thomas. In other words, the Thomas and the Magic Railroad Thomas. Let me take him out so you can get a better view of what this engine is. Alright, so this is an E2 class tank engine, which looks a little like Thomas. And if you're wondering why I'm doing a custom Hornby Thomas instead of buying the actual Hornby Thomas, well, I'm going to tell you guys my opinion. I saw a Hornby Thomas, but in my opinion, it doesn't look accurate. I mean, it's not like this E2, it's like a real-life style E2, which doesn't actually look like Thomas. Thomas is supposed to be like a cartoony style E2, like this one. And this is accurate to Thomas's shape, but the only thing that isn't accurate about this engine is that it has 4 wheels. But that's because this is an 040. There was a Hornby Thomas like this, but it's a dark shade of blue. Thomas isn't dark blue, he's sort of a lighter blue. If you guys watch Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends. So, yeah, that's just my opinion. Some of you guys may like the Hornby Thomas, and I don't blame you. I mean, you like stuff differently, and I do. That's basically what we all have. But, enough of me talking. Let's dive into this and see what the film-accurate Thomas will bring us. Alright guys, so if you don't know, my Hornby Lady came with these, but these are the instructions of the 040s. Now let me explain about these specific models. So there's this one here, which is called the R3754, and I plan to buy this and make a Thomas No Gauge Oliver. This is a diesel shunter, which I don't know the name of, but it's an 040. Found it on eBay. And I'm thinking of making Rusty the narrow gauge diesel. I don't know yet. But I'm also thinking of getting another one of these and turning it into Zack from Modern Railroad. If you like those ideas, tell me in the comments below. This looks like my Hornby Lady. And I think I might get another one of these and turn that into Kate, Lady's sister. Otherwise known as Railway Series Lady. So that's one idea of mine. Then this is the Pug here, which I think is called the R3751. I don't know, but I thought about buying one of these and turning it into Railway Series Percy. I'm also thinking of getting another one of these and turning it into a Hornby Stanley, maybe even a Railway Series Liz. If you like those ideas, tell me. But let's talk about the Hornby R3752. So, in my hands, this is a pretty beautiful model. I love everything about this Hornby train. And I'm going to love it even more once it's painted into Thomas the Tank Engine. I mean, this almost looks like Thomas, but like I said, the only thing inaccurate about the C2 is that it has 4 wheels, when Thomas the Tank Engine actually has 6. But I don't mind this engine having 4 wheels. And I also plan to get 2 more of these R3752s, possibly make Roger the E2, and Duck from Thomas No Gauge, inspired by Henry the Tank Engine. If you like those ideas, tell me in the comments below. I may actually get another one of these and make Roger and Duck, but we'll have to see as time flies by this year. But I like this model, and the smoke box door is here. Thank you for telling me, whoever said it, that this is a smoke box door. I didn't know it from the start. I asked what the thing on the front was of Lady, and that's a smoke box door. So, yeah, I think this Hornby engine looks good. Now, before we actually get to the painting process, we're actually going to give this guy a test run. And I should also mention that I saw a video that Merritt Trainboy made, which involved this type of engine. It was a Hornby Thomas musical set that came with Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle. And it's like a portable set. But, oh, that's reverse, but... Alright! So this engine runs really smoothly. I love how the side rods turn on this. You may not be able to see clearly because the wheels are black. We're gonna get Thomas in the position I want. There. Now let's get to work on painting this boy. Alright guys, so now I took the shell off Thomas. Soon to be Thomas, I should say. And what we're going to do here is prime the thing gray. If you're wondering why I'm starting to prime this engine gray, well, it's probably because of how thick the paint is. I think it might stick very well when I paint it blue. So right now we're going to have my dad spray paint this engine primer. So it's quite easy. And I think that'll do it. So we'll come back when the primer is done drying, and then we'll give it a fresh coat of paint. Alright guys, so now the actual painting process begins. So I think we're going to use this paint here. I bought it at Hobby Lobby today on my way home from school. So, yeah. And I do like how the chassis splits. This is a very basic chassis. It's not as many components as the Bachmann Thomas would be. So now, here's how the paint actually looks. I don't know if it's close to the Thomas and the Magic Railroad Thomas, but maybe you guys could tell me. But we're going to put it on here anyway. So I think maybe we need like 2 coats of it. Or maybe even 3, I don't know. But while I'm painting Thomas here, I thought I'd talk about some other ideas I have for my model railway. So, I am thinking of getting more track, but there are some other ideas I have. Like, one idea is that I got a comment from Twilight Sparkle asking me if I could make she asked me to buy a Bachmann James. I don't think that's a bad idea. I mean, I did hear that Bachmann redesigned their James model. So, one thing that I noticed about the new Bachmann James is that it actually has black wheels. The old Bachmann James had, like, gray wheels. So, I would like to get Bachmann James. The only problem is that he costs, like, $73 on Amazon. Now, I don't know exactly why these model trains are very expensive. If you guys know why the model trains are so expensive, I think maybe you should tell me, because I would like to know. Like, if you ever bought a Bachmann or Hornby model, how much did you pay for it? And was it worth it? I mean, this was worth it. I mean, paying like $61 for a Bachmann Percy is a pretty good deal. I also think paying like $40 for this Hornby R3752, that's pretty good. I had to pay like $69 for my Tomic Scale Thomas that came with Annie and Clarabelle. It's like the 3-pack. If you want to see my Tomic Thomas review, I highly recommend you check it out. I think it's pretty good. Another idea I've had that I talked about earlier is I do have the Bachmann Percy face from when I took it off of my Bachmann Liz. I'm thinking of getting a Bachmann Thomas and reusing that Botman Percy face. I'm thinking of like swapping Thomas's face with Percy's. Then I do plan to paint it yellow and make it into a fan the E2 tank engine. Like I said before, I am going to get another one of these E2s and paint it into Roger, the E2, Thomas's older brother. I don't know if Roger is actually Thomas's older brother, but he is the brother that came before Timothy. I just like to call Roger Thomas's older brother. And I do plan to make Duck using one of these as well, like I said earlier. So, that's the first coat. So, the first coat is done. We'll let that dry, and then we'll come back and do another coat. I'm actually going to do the second coat off camera as to not make the video longer. So, see you when this coat's dry.